which is commonly known as the Lotus Temple. It is, of course, known for its, architectural beauty, but it also really stands for the principle of the oneness of mankind.
What the heaven in the what and the
That's a very interesting question. Thank you so much.
They are diving into a one of the Baha'i Lotus Temple. And I, I am delighted with you or get Carmel Moghbelpour Tripathi. Let us were
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
so that them right in our below in the before we boy would be hero not me or go begin the by
So I'm serving as the Director of Public Information of the Baha'i Office of Public Affairs. And my office is situated at the Baha'i House of Worship, Lotus Temple.
everyone the and beauty of the temple. I would like to know more about the activity.
Yes, so as you many may be already aware, but still I would like to share that this Baha'i House of Worship, which is commonly known as the Lotus Temple, it is of course known for its architectural beauty, but it also really stands for the principle of the oneness of mankind, where all people can come, pray together from all racial or religious or national backgrounds. They meditate within the precincts of this temple. And also, it is a place where everyone is treated equal, is considered equal. And this temple is dedicated to that oneness of God, oneness of humanity, and oneness of religion.
Ba- Baha'is people from every religion. What people do this from the who are not Baha'is.
Very rightly said, each person who comes to the Baha'i House of Worship is really touched by their experience when they come to the temple. We have heard often from visitors sharing how much they felt firstly welcomed to come to a place where everyone, different religions can come and pray together, and secondly to be able to really reflect and pray and remember that one creator, God who has created us all, to remember him, to pray and reflect. So we have had different kinds of responses, but mostly is the experience that everyone goes back with is one of positivity, of feeling peaceful, grateful, content. Even the gardens help you to prepare for that prayerful posture that you will have when you enter. So it gives a very peaceful feeling once you enter. You are prepared to connect with God. And so many visitors have also appreciated that how the gardens are, so peaceful, how when you enter the edifice, you feel that connection with the Creator. So there are some visitors who come after many years, like the last time they had come when they were a young student. And they remember that memory of how lovely experience they had of, praying, of feeling peaceful, of that calm, feeling that they had as a child. And they say that is one experience that they still cherish. And so when they come back after many years also, they really appreciate that experience that they have felt.
The people who in the more in the world in the Bible. What have I've been over in the Bible temple.
Yes, Baha'is believe that right now we are in a very the world is in a very unique historical moment, and we have reached that level of maturity, and um, we have to serve in different ways. We offer to serve in different ways. So one of the areas is, of course, like to serve within the premises of the house of worship. So there are different departments where one can also serve as a volunteer. Like we have, of course, to start with, we have the volunteer guides who welcome the visitors, who usher the visitors, who guide them. They are available to respond to the questions of the visitors, to tell them about the Baha'i faith and the Baha'i house of worship. And we have volunteers then serving in other departments, like the Department of Maintenance, Department of Gardens. Then we have volunteers who help with cleaning and hospitality. There are volunteers who can offer to serve in the kitchen department. So really, there are many avenues of service, and depending on one's capacity and one's skills and one's interest, I think they can always apply. There is a process for recruitment of volunteers. They always can come forward and apply to serve uh, in these departments of the temple.
In, in the view of the best who have submitted life for all is how the
Yes, that is the vision of every house of worship, that how the house of worship can serve the needs of the entire community. So definitely in the future, there will be different ways that the house of worship will be able to address the needs of the community. Yes, that's definitely a plan for the future.
what in the heaven in the what and the
That's a very interesting question. As you know, like the it's a very diverse group of people who come to the temple. Like even age wise, you will see, like, you know, right from a newborn till elderly. Then we have people from all walks of life, all different uh, countries, different backgrounds. People come, so everyone has their own way of meditating, of praying, of remembering their creator. And inside the temple, of course, there are limitations in the way that one can pray, because to respect each other's space, also we maintain silence and can pray quietly in a way that the others are not being disturbed. But inside the temple, we have during the day, 4 times we have a multi-faith prayer service, which is a very unique feature of the Baha'i temple. And during this prayer service, they read from different holy scriptures of all religions. So it is usually between around, takes about 10 to 12 minutes each prayer service, and it is done 4 times a day. That is one time where we all can hear the prayers being said out loud. And it is a very special experience that everyone, feels, because the different scriptures are being chanted. And we see at that time also that, people are reflecting, they're praying, and really they go back with a very uplifting spirit. Um, in terms of posture, like how they sit, how they pray is very different. Like each visitor has a different way of doing that. So, as you may know, that the temple has these, the rows that are for seating, the arrangement that is made. But at the same time, there are also carpets that are placed where one can actually sit down, and pray if they wish. And if they wish to sit on the benches, they can sit on the benches and pray. That really depends on how, like whether they want to join their hands or fold their hands, keep their eyes closed, or reflect. Uh, so there are different ways that people sit. Some of them also carry their prayer book with them. Some of them have their prayer books on their phones, so they open their prayers and They read and reflect on the words of God. We also have prayer books available if those who wish to carry a prayer book or read it inside, prayers on different occasions. Someone wants to pray for their family or wants to pray for assistance or pray for the unity. So there are different, which one can pray. Like the prayers can be dedicated to that particular person that they are wishing to pray for. So there are prayer books also available that visitors can carry and they can read.
And you share any noteworthy experiences people have had there.
Yes, I do have a recent experience that one of the visitors had come and she was crying out of really feeling very content, and she was so grateful for coming to the Baha'i House of Worship. She uh, she said that she had a dream, and in this dream, she felt like that the answer to what she was looking for, in the sense like that the calm that she was looking for, that peaceful feeling she was looking for, she will find in Delhi. And she had actually decided then to plan her travel and to come all the way to Delhi. And when she came and she attended the prayer service, after that, she, in the reflections we had together, she shared how beautiful that experience was and how content she felt after, listening to the prayers. And she really felt that that was the calm and the peaceful feeling that she was waiting for. And so she was really very emotional when she heard the prayers being said and that experience that she had. And then, of course, her interaction with volunteers and the questions she had. She was feeling very peaceful after this experience. And then also, like, generally looking at many other visitors also, uh, their experience of attending the prayer, like I said before, is really what they go back with. Uh, because one can really feel in a place where everyone prays together, everyone is welcome in that space. One really feels those, that vibe you feel when you're in such a place. So they really go back with that experience. Uh, yes.
How the one was near near um or seven and the temple.
Yes. There is a process of applying to serve at the temple. We can always look it up on the website, or also there's the department of recruiting volunteers, the management of the temple. So one can always apply to serve, and there is a process of the recruitment of volunteers. But I think in spirit, like it is open really for everyone to come and offer their service for the purpose of being able to know better what they are doing. Of course, there is an orientation for every volunteer that arrives, and for them to understand better what is expected of each volunteer. That orientation really is helpful. But in order to apply, one can also apply, like, connect with the Baha'i institutions or directly write to the Baha'i temple.
Um, the temple, there are some more buildings can do every year, but
Yes, so there are few other like buildings around the temple. One of them being the information center, which is located right opposite to the temple, and it is along the path to the, like, it's on the same path of the temple. So usually there are a group of people who, who wish to first get informed and then go to the temple, and some people after visiting the temple want to learn more about the temple or the Baha'i faith. So this information center, actually, it was open to public much later, and it really it's made in a way that it is designed for those who wish to know more about the Baha'i House of Worship or the Baha'i faith. And it is, it's the way that it is built is it has, state of the art specifications, and it provides information on different facets of the Baha'i faith through like photo panels or text or films. So it's like an exhibition in a way. So over there, you will get information about the Baha'i faith, about the philosophy of the faith, and the socioeconomic development projects, that the activities that Baha'is are doing around the world. And there are various activities also that take place at the information center. For example, there is this big auditorium that actually we use for organizing various artistic events. And the primary objective of having such events is to promote unity through arts, and how arts can be a medium for contributing to the advancement of civilization. So this information center, it serves as a venue for many ongoing discourses also, the equality of women and men, like the role of religion in society, or the well-being of children. And so the different spaces, there are smaller auditorium in the information center, which is also used for other gatherings like seminars or symposium. And we always collaborate with various organizations also, and offer the venue for those who wish to organize such events. Just wanted to add, in addition to that, there are in the temple, just right under the temple, there are some other facilities, like we have the library where books are available in different languages. So that is also one place that is accessible to the visitors, those who wish to go and read more. They can always have access to the library.
how, how many temples are there open will be out the world?
Yes, so we have 8 continental Baha'i houses of worship, and there are a few more that have come up, which are local houses of worship, and national house of worship. So in India, there will be one more local Baha'i house of worship, which is actually under construction. and it is going to be built in Bihar Sharif in Bihar. So we are also very excited that we will have two Baha'i temples in India, and it is under construction right now.
India and you would like to know more about
Um, Well, I would like to first invite them, if they haven't visited the Baha'i Temple, to come and visit the Baha'i House of Worship. And if you can time your visit in a way that you attend the prayer service, that would be even better. Um, but one thing that I really thought that I would want to convey is about the element of service and worship, because the Baha'is around the world, they really believe that uh, how can we contribute to the advancement of civilization. So Baha'is in their individual capacity and as a community, they strive to connect the spirit of devotion and prayer with more concrete actions of how we can contribute to the betterment of the entire population. And so this worship in this context, it should be always connected with service. And the service to community is a way that we really find expression to connect with our Creator. So we show our devotion to God and the love that God has for His creation. We see that through service. So it is in all the communities in India that people who are inspired by teachings of the Baha'i faith, they come together for devotional gatherings, and they strengthen their connection with God. And they engage in like more meaningful conversations. They study sacred words of God and reflect on its meaning. This we can see how service and worship, go hand in hand, and we see that the house of worship is a space where we can really see how service and worship are really woven together very beautifully. So the actual meaning of the space is how it is a dawning place of the mention of God. So it is a physical structure where like people from all walks of life can come and they can communicate with their creator, but still the influence that the house of worship is extending, is really that service, the element of service. And through service, we can also worship our creator.
love is one share your thought of your media I have me 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 are really for the interview.
So this has been a very beautiful experience for me. I'm really, surprised and amazed by how this app works. Thank you so much. It's been really good, and it's a beautiful medium of communication. So I really love this app.
Thank you for my comment for the interview.
Thank you. It was my pleasure to really interact with you, Anand. Thank you so much for the great work that you're doing. Thank you.
My point of
Bye.